All right, Scott Talley from the worldwide headquarters of Network in Action with Ms. Debbie Dykes from Conroe, Magnolia, Montgomery, Texas, the whole northern part of everything better than the woodlands, right?
Absolutely.
And less expensive. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. It's
We're catching up.
you're
We're catching
catching
up.
up is exactly right. Well, Debbie has been a franchise owner for a number of years in Texas with Network in Action. And how would you just, Debbie, in your own words, sort of describe what you do?
I am a connector of people.
I love it.
It, and that's how I introduce myself. I'm a connector of people. You need to know somebody, I probably know them. So if I don't know them, I'll find them for you.
A business matchmaker.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. So you were in sales training prior to your Network in Action venture. Why did you decide to buy a franchise? What was the impetus?
Um, there were a couple of reasons. As a sales trainer, I was traveling all over the country, literally in a new airport every week.
Oh wow, didn't know that.
Um, when you know the TSA agents in the Houston airport, you know you're traveling too much. So that was part of it. And we had moved my parents in with us too, so I could take care of them. And it was it was not fair to them to have a job where I was gone all the time and then say, hey, come live with me.
Yeah,
So I
leave
wanted
that
to,
with your husband.
yeah, that's different. That's different. I wanted a job. I wanted a job, and I'll put it that way, because I needed something that was flexible and I could come and go as I needed. But a job doesn't do that. A job has those restrictions where I can't say, hey, I've got to go. My mom needs to go to the doctor, or, I got to take care of this for them. That it was just not going to work. So in my head, I was like, okay, we got to find something that's flexible. And I honestly did not know what that was. And started just kind of looking around on the internet, talking to people. And I had someone mention uh, this this franchise that was kind of out of the norm that from what I was looking at. I said, okay, I'm open minded. And she talked about it and sent me information. I thought, this makes way too much sense. I get to talk to people. I have the flexibility. It was too good to be true. Just really too good to be true to me. So okay, I'll go listen to, I'll go sit in a meeting and see what this is all about, because it just in my head it didn't make sense. People wanting to go see people, wanting to have a good time together, sharing business. Come on. I went to the meeting, and it was, I believe it was one of your meetings. And when I saw these people, they were hugging and they walked in and they couldn't wait to see each other. And they sat down and were having these really fun, meaningful conversations. I was like, okay, what? This is obviously, again, too good to be true. So I went and visited other meetings, and every meeting was the same. People wanted to see each other. They hugged each other. They were excited to be in the same room, and were supporting each other on a personal level, on a professional level. And that was that was kind of what sealed the deal. The relationship building in there was what I've always been about. As a sales trainer, I built the relationships with salespeople because I wanted to see them succeed. I wanted to see them do well. I wanted to help them. And this was the perfect avenue for me to do just that. I got to help people. I got to meet new people every day. And I just got to build relationships that I still have today. They have turned into, they're still business members in my group, and they're friends. They're just solid, good people and friends.
And you certainly got the flexibility of the time you were looking for.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And I could, if I needed to, I could run my, parent to the doctor, or not.
Yeah,
I could work from home and get everything accomplished and succeed. And a work from home job where you actually can succeed and do well is, to me, is perfect, is ideal.
that's awesome. I think I know the answer to this, but tell me how Network in Action franchise aligns with your why in life.
It's the biggest part of it is the ability to give back. And to give back, I say give back to the members of my group, supporting them in any way, shape I can, and giving back to my community. I'm a very big on volunteering. I love to volunteer. I love to support people that need me. I just, that's the biggest thing for me, being able to connect and help people in my group and help the community.
Yeah, there's a lot of franchisors who talk about. I saw great clips. And they talk about making a difference in the world. I'm like, they're cutting hair,
Right? But
but
I feel like I truly am.
yeah, you get a chance to do that.
Yes.
That's awesome. What do you believe is changing or sort of the future of networking? You see that term used so loosely. Someone will have a happy hour and they call it a networking event, or they say they're going to a chamber meeting for a networking meeting. It's like, what do you think the future of networking looks like?
I was actually talking to a business person yesterday, and he's actually going to be a new member. And it was because of the way we go above and beyond to make those connections for our members. Other networking groups, chambers, all of those are, while they're good networking opportunities, they don't actively help you connect with people. And that's the best part of what we do is we take that extra step. We go the extra mile and help you find that ideal referral. We help you connect with the person that will be a good business partner, a good referral partner for you. That's not normal.
No, it's, I guess it's like we're bringing a professionalism to something that's always been sort of run by amateurs or volunteers. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah.
And we respect their time by not having that weekly meeting. We understand that they have a business that they too need to run.
Yeah.
We want to make it as efficient as possible for them to network with us.
That makes perfect sense. Tell me, talk to the people out there maybe who never networked or who sort of like to go at it alone. And what's the importance to a business owner of networking? I know you've got lots of stories, but like, why do you tell people they should network?
A business owner needs partnerships outside of those they already have. Every member brings their own network to a group like this. As you're building a relationship with the people within a group, my group specifically, you're building a relationship with their network as well. You're expanding your network. You're connecting with people who genuinely want to see you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not running this marathon by yourself. You're taking your comrades and your friends and your coworkers and whoever else with you. You've got a team. You've got your own sales team with a group like us.
Yeah. The I know you have an NIA member success story. Share one with us that somebody experienced out there in North Houston.
I have a company within one of my newer groups that does house cleaning, commercial cleaning, what is it? Vinyl fences, pressure washing of every kind you could possibly imagine. And I know him. He lives close to me. And someone asked for through Facebook or through my networking group, or excuse me, my neighborhood group, if I could recommend someone who just did cleaning in general. And I recommended Rick. Rick went out there, did the quote, and got the business. And I've continued to refer him because I know what the quality of work he provides. In a meeting not 2-3 weeks ago, he gave me a testimonial of how he's increased his business by over 220%, I think he said, just because of my referring him to businesses or companies and individuals within the area. And he continues to explain that and share that with people, that how much his business has grown and how much he has gained from just being part of this group.
That's why I sort of chuckle when people, they look at a room and they think there's no one in there that can help me. And I'm like, you don't know who they know, but who wouldn't want to grow their business by 220%, just having to show up at a 90-minute meeting once a month, right?
healthcare or health insurance member in one of my groups gained her entire membership fee back in the first month she was there. And it's grown ever since because she keeps making those relationships. She
Wow.
keeps making the connections that help her with her business.
What would you say to someone who's looking at buying a franchise and stumbles on Network in Action?
I would say due diligence. However, visit a meeting. You'll be surprised at what a wonderful group of people you will be involved with. It's not a job. It's every day I wake up and think, okay, who can I connect with today? It's fun. You're making the best relationships. You are connecting people who will inevitably succeed as being part of this group. You're rewarded every time you come together with these people. You're rewarded emotionally. You're rewarded physically. You see the happiness on these people's faces,
Yeah.
and I walk into one of my meetings and everybody's hugging. They have those relationships that I work so hard to help them build.
Yeah.
That
It wouldn't have happened without you. I mean, you're the glue. You're the team leader, the tribe builder. You built your tribe, and you're keeping it together. It's okay. I'll ask you 3 questions on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest. Where would you say you are in terms in your life of giving back and satisfaction in the job and career really that you have now on a scale of 1 to 10? Where's the feeling that you're really doing something valuable?
Oh, definitely a 10.
And
Definitely.
in terms of freedom of time to be able to come and go and do what you need to do to grow your business and still enjoy Debbie's life, 1 to 10.
Well, I probably should say 10, but I just immerse myself in this. So I don't feel like I want to be engaged as much as I can. Um,
So it doesn't feel like working, but you still have freedom to do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And on a 1 to 10, your ability to make the kind of income you want to make.
Definitely a 10.
Yeah. So you've been at it about 3 years now?
Uh, just past my fourth
4th year already. Oh my gosh. Wow. And you bought extra franchises, extra groups. So you got a lot going on out there. What would you say you would do different if you had it to do over again? Or is there anything?
I think um, my biggest challenge and the only thing I think I would have done differently was build my network of people that I knew a little more aggressively in the beginning. I was new to the area, so I didn't know as many people. So I would have been out um, networking
Getting
prior
more
to
immersed in the community. Yeah.
I would be.
That's a
But
good point because you're a great networker, and a lot of your members come from those encounters where you meet them at a networking meeting. It's interesting. We have a funny story Debbie and I always share where I called her husband Dan at the time and said, Dan, I'm not sure this is going to work after we brought the franchise, and Dan, like every great husband, said, you don't know my wife. I'll never forget it. You don't know my wife. He goes, watch this. And so what I'm getting at is, in some definitions, you wouldn't be the prototypical type A salesperson out there in your face, sort of like me. And yet you've built this incredible community of members. So what would you say, like on the sales side of this, it's not really a salesy kind of thing, is it?
I don't think it is. I think it's more. Um, it, I think we're all selling it in one aspect or another, but
Right.
they are engaging because of me and how I present myself, and they're joining because of me.
Yes.
They
That's right.
join because they see that how much I love the groups, how much passion I have, and how much I want to see them succeed. So
That's right.
they're taking they're taking it on faith that I'm going to do everything I can to help them.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to sell it because we have such a great service for them. It sells itself.
Yeah, it's your authenticity comes across, and that's what people are looking for in the world. And then once they get in, they get to experience it. So they join because they think you're really authentic and you're going to have value. And then when they get in there, they see you adding value, and that's why you're having such a great run. All
Absolutely.
right, Debbie, Dykes, Magnolia, Montgomery, Conroe, Texas. Thank you.
That's
Soon taking on Huntsville and the world.
Yep, look out.
South Dallas. Hey, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate it so much.
What was my pleasure. I always enjoy talking to you.
Good to see you. Love you.
Love you.
All right. Bye bye.